All right, let's start.
This is what we like to see, small businesses thriving and making deals. It's what America is all about.
They're Canadian.
What's a Canadian?
Holy shit, Donald, you can't be serious right now.
Gentlemen, we can discuss that one on a later date.
It's called a joke, Joe. Get a sense of humor. It'll make you live even longer.
All right, we know the deal here. Today we're going to be ranking the merch selection over at Major Crimes Racing.
Don't sweat it too much, Donald. It's just a name.
I'm not sweating.
This one really takes me back. Watching episodes of Initial D and burning a CD of Eurobeat to listen in my car. You know, I actually had a pretty sick Honda Civic that I tricked out.
Initial D, more like Initial B for boring, Barack. 30 seconds of actual racing footage between 4 fucking hours of talking.
This is probably the only time today I'm going to agree with you, Joe. With that out of the way, I'm going to say the design looks pretty fire. So I'm saying A tier.
Sure, A tier sounds
Fuck's
good to me. This will go a lot smoother if you just admit now that you think Initial D is fire.
Yeah, sure, it was the night of fire, okay. No cap. And I wished I could find an 86 Corolla hatchback that wasn't beaten to shit, which is getting more impossible by the day. A tier.
Moving on to the garage flag.
I wouldn't use this to bury a dead dog in.
Are you serious right now?
Absolutely serious. The GT4 is fucking mid. I have some very good friends at Toyota, and they all say the same thing. They say, Donald, we knew this shit was too slow on the rally stages, and we couldn't even cheat our way to victory.
We're supposed to be focusing on the product, you idiot, not whether or not you think a 10-year-old car is good.
It's 30 years old, Sleepy Joe, just like your last hip replacement.
Gentlemen, please, now I have to admit this car is not for everybody. I'd have taken a Supra from the same era. But let me be clear that a garage flag is a must-have item that can be appreciated by anybody. Easy A tier.
An uneasy A for me.
Whatever.
Next up is something a bit different. It's a line of hoodies featuring some really choice city photography. I'm seeing some quality options, but for my money, it has to be Times Square here. S tier.
Now we're talking. The hoodie is a solid pick anywhere, anytime. Versatile and stylish. Times Square is absolutely iconic, but let's not forget there's a whole wide world out there, and you can expect a collection like this to expand. S tier for sure, with the promise of a whole lot more.
Hoodies for me are pretty mid, but as a New Yorker, I have to agree it's a wonderful photo, so I'll just say S tier if it means we can move on.
Agreed. Nicely done, gentlemen. Next up is another different line. They're cyberpunk inspired.
God damn it.
And again, I really have to hand it to the hoodie here, although there are many eye-catching options. This is a nice heavyweight, dense fabric with long cuffs that really keeps the cold out. The embroidered design is unique, and on a personal note, I have a soft spot for any cyberpunk setting.
A soft spot in your brain, maybe. I don't need this future is bad hellscape nonsense shoved down my throat. I don't need a bunch of robots using my voice to say how cool something is, or boobs and butts hanging out. It's disgraceful, and it's why America is failing today.
If you gave one shit about the setting, you'd know that Night City is annexed from these United States and is its own sovereign nation.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly my point, Donald. And you'd know that style this good is going to get you a lot of street cred with your chooms.
Wrong.
I prefer a lighter fabric in my own hoodies to get that versatility, so I can't put it in S tier, but I think it has to be a high A tier for me.
All right, I'm good with that.
Johnny Silverhand is rolling in his grave right now.
All right, one last thing we'll look at for now is their logo shirt.
Self-indulgent nonsense?
Wrong.
It's like wearing a shirt with the name of your home movies on it. It's
Wrong.
unartistic and pointless.
Wrong, wrong, wrong. Putting your name on something is the smartest business move you can make. I say put your name on everything, and the bigger the thing is, the better.
If I'm going to be turned into a walking billboard, I expect more out of it.
I agree that straight logo shirts can tend to be lower effort. However, one thing we haven't touched on is the climate initiatives that they are a part of.
You're losing me.
It's all built into the checkout as long as you use Shop Pay. There's some wonderful carbon sequestering companies that are part of the conversation.
Oh, yeah?
You're losing me.
So even if the car designs don't speak to you, then you can proudly wear the logo shirt, secure in the feeling that you've done your own small part for the environment.
I'm going to leave this fucking call. Just put it in A tier. I'll catch you turkeys later. I'm going to watch the trailers for MF Ghost again.
Yeah, same. I have to say the GT86 is fire, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it in action.
Fuck yeah.